It does bring up a great question, and I think, maybe start with baby boomers. Have they had it easy, or has it been, kind of the right place at the right time? And really, if you think about baby boomers, I think they've actually had it really difficult in that, all the times they were saving, we went through the savings and loans, and interest rates were really high. So many baby boomers remember interest rates for, housing being up at, 16, 17% for mortgages. And then in that, the real estate market was volatile. And so many times they bought a home, they went to go sell that home for less than they bought it for years later while paying all of that interest. So that's a pretty difficult start. And then, also, the dot coms, and if they didn't invest right, many times they lost way too much in the technology firms being overexposed. And, but there are some positives for baby boomers. They had pension plans that millennials don't have today. So, better benefits, and they stayed on their jobs for a long period of time. So 30, 40 years was pretty normal. They didn't, move around as much. And so they had a little bit more stability in the workforce. But then when they did go to retire, we've spent the last, decade or so with interest rates near zero. So if you think about that, while they were saving early on, there weren't really the 401k plans and savings vehicles that there are today. And then once those became available and baby boomers saved up until retirement, then they go to invest it, and interest rates are at rock bottom zero for a decade. That made it pretty difficult. And so I wouldn't say that baby boomers have had it handed to them by any stretch. And there was a lot of learning to go on during that time period as well, because nobody was really talking about retirement planning when the baby boomers began. And so that's pretty different when you think about the millennials. The baby boomer generation did talk about their finances to their kids. Whereas the baby boomer generation, when they go back to look at, that greatest generation before World War II, it was pretty typical you didn't talk to your kids about finances.